Hello, everyone. Information and Analytical Service is in touch with you System.Guru.Markets. We start with general information about the company. A little further, we will consider each indicator in a little more detail. If necessary, it is possible to place a stop. You can look at all the parameters of the company in question in more detail. Now we will look at the current performance of the organization Apartment Investment, ticker AIV. This review is based on current data as of March 18, 2025. According to classification GURU.Markets company Apartment Investment belongs to the subcategory. The property, 175 companies are involved in the analysis. This is very representative. Look for the decisions made based on the results of this video. The result for the company is as follows, -9 out of 10 points. The average for the subcategory is 0.8 points. If you look very broadly, within the entire stock market as a whole. Let's see, the average result for the entire stock market in the aggregate is 1.9 points. Against the score of -9 points from Apartment Investment. Comparing the dynamics of the company's share price Apartment Investment and subcategory shares. We see that over 12 months the promotions Apartment Investment showed a dynamics of 23.8%. Against the price dynamics in the subcategory of 12.2%. This does not say anything clearly, but it is necessary to take note of this fact. Market capitalization of the organization Apartment Investment valued at $1.24 billion. Market capitalization of the subcategory is $899 billion. Apartment Investment has a share of 0.138% and is one of the very small companies in the subcategory. The company's balance sheet capitalization is $0.12 billion. With a subcategory capitalization of $409 billion. Apartment Investment accounts for 0.03% share. Comparing the shares of stock exchange and book value, we see the following. Occupied share Apartment Investment in a subcategory when assessing market value is 0.138%. The book value is 0.03%, which is 78% less than the share of market value. Assessment of the company's share of the market and book value of the subcategory, bad, -1 point. The analyzed organization's debt obligations amount to $1.201 billion. Debt to book value is 1,000.8% of equity. Result on the level of the company's financial obligations, very bad, -2 points. The company's market price to earnings balance is 0. The average for the subcategory is 51.6, which is much worse than for the subcategory. Assessment of the exchange price to its profit in comparison with organizations of the subcategory, very bad, -2 points. Profit for the last 12 months was -$104 million. Forward earnings for the next 12 months are unknown, which is bad for the company's prospects. An assessment of projected future profit performance in comparison with in the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. Ratio of company value to revenue 6. The subcategory average of 3.9 is 54% higher than the subcategory average. Assessment of the company's market value to its revenue in comparison with the indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, -0.5 points. Revenue for the last 12 months was $210 million. Forecasted revenue for the coming 12 months is unknown. And this is extremely bad for the company's price. Assess expected future sales performance against subcategory performance. Bad, -1 point. The margin is -49.9%, with an average for the subcategory of 7.6%. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 57.5%. Assessment of marginality in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, -0.5 points. The company's share in terms of the number of employees in the subcategory is 0.012%. This is 1,050% less than the share of market capitalization. And this shows the imbalance in the company's stock market value apartment investment, probably towards revaluation. The amount of capital for each employee of the company is equal to $21,441,000. Whereas for the subcategory, $1,924,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 1,014.4%. Estimation of the company's capital per employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, 0 points. The amount of profit per employee is -$1,791,400. Average in the subcategory, $37,300. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 4,707%. Estimation of profit per each employee of the company in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Tolerable, -0.5 points. Revenue per individual employee of the company is $3,597,000. By subcategory, $488,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 637%. Estimation of revenue per employee in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Tolerable, -0.5 points. Shares shorted are 4.8%, with a subcategory average of 3%. This is an assessment of a possible short squeeze. Technical indicator RSI 14 shows a level of 46% for the company apartment investment. Whereas for the subcategory this level is approximately 51%. Technically, subcategory securities are quoted in the same way as company shares apartment investment. The actual valuation of the company's shares is approximately $8.75. The consensus price target for the company's shares is approximately $11.49. The difference between the current estimate and the consensus forecast is approximately 31%. Let's go to the order table, which is available to you. The link to it is in the pinned comment. The order table contains everything in this season decisions by the information system GURU.Markets. Access to the order table is absolutely free and open. Link in pinned comment. Based on the company assessment apartment investment. Information and reference system for stock valuation GURU.Markets. A decision is made. Open a sell trade at a price of $8.76 per share. The company was assessed using the assessment approach, the Akeem's index. Take profit is set at 8.13. Stop loss is set at 9.39. In case the order is not closed by take profit or stop loss, then the order is fixed independently based on the trading results on April 17, 2025. Or on the last trading day before this date. Ticker is the main buy transaction. The video of the main deal has already been published on this channel. In case of closing one of the orders, basic or balancing, The opposite order is closed at the actual price. Thank you, audience, for watching to the end and for using the help